So I pulled that spring. Alright, so the number one thing that my favorite mod for any Tesla is a power frunk. It makes the space more usable. The reason why is when you press a button it opens. When you close it, you don't have to like slam it off your hands. So it just makes it look so, like all the high-end cars have it, like the Rivians and the Cybertruck. So we're gonna hook it up with the Model Y as well. So Honcho has been in this space for a long time now. So they have a lot of experience. They also have instructions on where to ground things, and yeah. Let's just go over the kit real quick. This is going to help you kind of like loop wires in. So it's a good tool if you need to get anywhere. This is pretty much the brains. You got some zip ties, some heavy duty zip ties, some notes, a bracket of sorts. This is probably going to hold the struts, the power struts right here. Ooh, nice ceiling Honcho on the side. And so I have it on my Model Y for the last almost 3 years. Never had an issue. The earlier ones I had from a different company with my Model S, I did have some issues. But the Honcho ones have been solid. And here are another harness right here. Also has a little speaker I see. Pretty straightforward. This is the latch, because now the latch is going to be able to suck it. Like you put the thing down and gets that nice soft close, and it has a little suction. And then you have a safety, so if your car ever runs out of battery or something like that, we're going to loop this into the tow hook. So you can pull this to open it. So there's some safety just in case something doesn't happen, like something doesn't, like something happens. Things happen. So the install is pretty, I would say, not too bad. Let's get that out of the way. And to remove the frunk, I'm gonna do that real quick. There are some 10s here, so pretty simple. Let's store it all here. This is just held with clips, so I'll just pop it open. Usually there's some clips on the side. I'm going to try to be gentle. I'm going to be gentle. This car is brand new, so everything feels very fresh. But it is only just held by clips. This is where your HEPA filter is. If you're curious. Your HEPA filter here, so you can change it. So they made it really easy to change your big filter. And again, it's just plastic clips. Nothing's bolted down. Some people prefer it to be bolted down so there's no rattles, but it's just faster. And then if you look in here, you're gonna have 2 bolts, and this piece right here, this piece you should pull out too. This is always a little tricky to pull out. There you go. You got your button and your drain plug. Now we just unbolt this. Watch your step. Let's see, so comparing the two, they're the same size. So if you were going to, you can like mix and match it. Because they're the same size. I'm gonna put this on the left. I don't think it should just come out. Again, I didn't ever remove this. I'm just going by Tesla simplicity. And the hard part is kind of done. It's pretty easy. So we just have to get to the struts and the lashes right here, where we're gonna do some modifications. But all right, first thing we need to do is remove the strut. I removed it already because it's really hard to see down there. But you'll basically have this little ball joint right here, and it's gonna be hooked up to this little ball right here. On this side, you'll see a little ball. And on the receiving end, you can kind of see where the ball would go. What you would need to do is get a flathead screwdriver, and pretty much you either pry like it is a very little space, but you kind of pry it like this, and it'll lift up this clip, making it so that thing goes up. Same with this side too. You just kind of pry it, and now you'll have a little joint. Right, left, there's an R and L bracket. So imagine you're sitting in the driver's seat, L, left, so this would be the L. You kind of put it here, and then you screw in, there used to be a little ball joint right there. So where the ball joint used to be on the strut, unscrew it, and now you're gonna use this one right here. So now I'm just putting that bracket into here. It's very hard to see. I would refer to the Honcho's installation, excellent installation guide. And you want to use that same hole. Because look, I can't even see it myself, but you can feel it. And you want to screw it now. Surprisingly, the OEM one wasn't torqued very high, so I think we're good there. But the way they made the bracket is pretty snug with the body, the chassis. Alright, so we're just going to install the strut. When you install the strut, you want the wire facing down. And as you can tell from here, you can actually move the top a little bit right here. So you want to have it so it matches the ball joint up here. And then the ball joint is like this. So put it down. I have it being held by this little Honcho box. Snake it in. And in we go. It is a tight squeeze, but... Alright, so the strut is pulled in. Probably gonna snake this wire around just so it's a little bit cleaner. You don't see it from the top at least. Alright, so this is the latch. We're gonna have to make some, you can unplug it by just unplugging it. Pull this red thing. This comes out. Beautiful, 10 millimeter. Now I actually kind of marked the sides right here so you can see me kind of scratching it. I just use this so I could just kind of know where the alignment is. You see how there's a little score mark? I did it to both sides. So now you can kind of see where it was. I'll be able to line it up. Alright, so there's this little spring right here. I actually just took it out with my hands. And what we were talking about earlier is putting this thing right here. This is going to be emergency, so when you, oh, it's locked in now. Yeah, it pulls this part. It pulls it down for you. There you go. Now let's put back this spring. And let's reinstall it. You kind of line it up with the score marks you did, so then you have that perfect trunk fitment you had before. So I'm just going to get it nice and loosey-goosey. Alright, we're just going to plug things in right here. Just going to plug it in. Make sure it's clipped in real good. This is the brain, so you definitely want this in a more dry spot. We are gonna probably 3M it, put it right here, a very common spot. And then what seems to be an absurdly large amount of harnesses. A lot. But let's plug in the ones that we know for sure. This one is gonna have, it's the suction. So, I believe that is right here. Make sure it's tight, it's clipped in. And the two struts, each of them have its own little wire. There's also a ground that we'll get to as well. Yeah, there's a ton of wires. Most of it's gonna be like a just these struts. Don't worry, we're gonna clean it up after. Struts. Kind of see it coming together. And then I'm just gonna move. Popular ground spot is right here. So I'm just gonna loosen this bolt. And just put this ground right here. Just loosen it. Put it in there. Tighten it. It's not going nowhere. There's also a speaker now and the power wire. So the speaker is useful so we can adjust the speed according to how there's a bunch of zip ties. So we're gonna make it look real nice. Speaker. So the owner can just see if he wants to keep the speaker, and the power wire is right here. Yeah, you can just screw it right here. Now it came with a nut, so pretty sure you can use this. Put in this. Don't get shot by this little boy. This is gonna be nice and snug. Now it's a little bit too big for it, so I'm gonna widen up the little arch. Okay, and then I'm just gonna screw this bad boy in. You do this with subwoofers too. Nice big old sub in the Model Y. Give it that direct power. Alright, I'm going to tighten it with a wrench and cut it. We just tighten it. A little arduous, but it's honest work. Alright, so we have everything plugged in. Let me just walk it through to you because there's so many plugs. We have the extension coming from the passenger strut. So we have it kind of like this. Now we haven't cleaned up the wiring. We want to make sure everything works first. Speaker's plugged in. This strut's plugged in. This part right here, there's like a little Y splitter. So you unplug this, plug in the new harness, and then plug in the OEM harness to that harness. Same kind of concept here. You plug in this, and then you plug into that one as well. There's actually one wire we actually missed here. Now I'm looking at it. The power wire is going up to the top right there. Ground right here. And there should be one wire right here connecting to the new mechanism, so it tells you whether it's closed or open. And then we have the button right here. Okay. Alright, so I tidied everything up, and I'm just going to show you where we mounted things. That little suction thing right here for the soft close, we put double-sided tape that was included, and the really thick zip tie. We have it right here. So we have the harness kind of like right here. Should be good. It's kind of wedged in here, so there is no wiggle room. As far as this, we have the extension wire kind of going here, and then we have the brains right here. We can have it closer to the wheel well, but I feel like I don't want to get too wet. So we have it kind of right here where the wires are kind of away from the wheel well. That way when you're riding in the rain, there's less chance of it kind of getting wet right here. The water channels are also right here, so for whatever reason, for it to drip right there seems to be like less likely, since there's a lot of wires right here from the OEM. And we just zip tidied it up. And I'm going to show you, we removed the speaker, but we have it to setting 5. For you to do that, there's a button on here. You press it 5 set for like, you hear 5 beeps. And now we have this moment of truth. So you want to check your work before you put everything back in. You press this button and it closes. Now you can use the application on your phone, or you can go inside and also open the front. So you see my Model Y right there. This Honcho one right here, it does feel a little bit more refined, where it's a smoother, quieter. You can see my pre-refresh. I'm gonna open it real quick. I have that on the fastest setting. So this one only goes up to 5. I believe this one I had on the fastest setting, so you can kind of see that it's really more. So that's on the fastest setting. This is on the fastest setting here, and you can kind of see. I just press the button for it to close. Boom. Now we have all the safety stuff too.
You are currently being recorded.
This is important for if your battery is dead. You can yank this, and it'll allow you to open your frunk and get to the battery, which is super cool. I actually don't know how to close this. It looks like this. This is how you do it. There you go. So you can pop that. You can see that, so now you get a little extra security. I'm gonna open the front again from the inside, but again, you can do it on your phone. That's sick. All right, so we wrapped up the install. I just wanted to show you with everything wrapped up, so let's just do it. Love it, fully sealed here. Again, everything is so beautiful. You can press the button or use your phone. I'm gonna press the button since we're already here. Very nice, very nice.